Hi guys, so this video is going to be the haul of things that I purchased while I was out yard selling from the last yard sale footage that you saw. So I do have quite a few things. It's not a huge haul by any means, but I did find a lot of nice things. I did go yard sailing this past week 3 days in a row. I have a ton of footage and I have a ton of things to haul, a lot of great things. So I'm so excited to get those items listed and get up all of the videos that I have from those yard sales as well. So we're gonna get into the stuff that I got the week prior from the footage that you saw. So two of these items you will have seen videos popping up here on my channel because I am using the videos in my auction listings. So you'll be seeing more of those. If you want to watch them, you can. If not, you know, they're just for my eBay listings. But I do have quite a few more things that, you know, require movement or lights or something of that nature that I kind of like to show a video of it working. This was one of them. This is a vintage from 1996. This is the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt, and this is a lighted little lamp, basically a little Halloween or just whatever prop. So oh my gosh, I just love this thing. I was telling Eric, why do we have to sell everything? Like I just want to keep like everything sometimes. But he is so cool. He's made of like a rubbery type vinyl material. So his lamp, you know, lights up and flickers, as a little candle there, and then his eyes light up as well. And he comes with his book, so it kind of looks like he's, you know, reading from it kind of thing. And the book is just like plastic basically. So this here I paid $10 for. The guy, and he's like, that sells for a lot more online. And typically when I hear people say those things, I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, one, I know this, and two, it's like, well, why aren't you selling it online then? But he did say he wanted $10 for it, and I felt like even though I was paying $10 for it, there was still a lot of room for me to make good profit on. So he's getting what he wanted, and I'm getting, hopefully, what I want. So this here, like I said, I paid $10 for. I have it on auction with a starting price of $69.99. These do sell high, especially when they have their books. I think, you know, there are people who are trying to sell the book just itself for like $30, because typically I guess when people find them, they only find him and not his book. So I have that up on auction. So even if I only get $69.99, I'll be perfectly all right with that. But I have seen them sell for a lot higher. And the ones that are listed are all higher than what I have mine listed for. Alright, next thing I got was this set of vintage Tupperware canisters. So this is a 3-piece set. They're all like nestled into each other. I'll show you the last one as well. So there's the last one. So like flour, sugar, and coffee is what I would say that they'd be perfect for. So I paid $1 for this set. Typically, I don't pick up a lot of vintage Tupperware. It's just, I don't know. I hear people say it's like their bread and butter item that, you know, every time they buy it, they can sell it, you know, no problems. So I was like, for $1, I'm going to just try this one out and see how it goes. I did have to clean them, which is one thing that I kind of, like in the footage video, you saw that I had found like a piece of Pyrex that needed a lot of deep cleaning. And when I was looking up solds for that particular design, it wasn't selling like super duper high. I wasn't sure, one, if I could get it completely clean, and two, just the amount of work involved in cleaning stuff. Sometimes I have to think about how much time I'm gonna put towards cleaning something and how much profit I could potentially get from the item that I'm putting a lot of my time into to clean it. So it's kind of one of those things where I just have to decide if it's worth it or not. So I did decide to get these for $1 and I did clean them up. They were just, you know, kind of felt a little sticky and that kind of thing because they were obviously used. So $1 for this set. I have them on auction with a starting price of $19.99 and they do already have a bid. So I think maybe I will start dipping my toes a little farther into vintage Tupperware. Okay, so next item I got two really nice pottery pieces and they're both kind of like Christmassy, wintry themed. So the first thing I got was this salt glazed Santa Claus. This is by Eldreth Pottery. And it's just a little Santa. He's got his walking stick and like a little teddy bear peeking out from his sack there. And he is marked Eldreth on the bottom. And I only paid $1 for this guy. I thought that was a great deal for this piece. And I do have him up on auction with a starting price of $25.99. It seemed like he typically sells for around $27, so a little less than what, you know, other auctions were of him that sold. And then the other piece I got was this snowman here, and this one is by a company called Beaumont Brothers Pottery. Again, just a nice little snowman, and he is marked on the bottom as well. BBP is the initials for Beaumont Brothers. So this guy I paid $2 for, and I have him listed as a buy it now of $26.99. And other ones that look just like him are listed around the $30 to $45 range. I went a little bit lower than what other people have them listed for. I did buy this Dooney and Burke purse. I paid $15 for it. It's not in the best condition. I purchased it for myself though. This is just a nice classic bag in my opinion. A really nice color. I mean, brown leather just kind of goes with everything. Perfect for fall. There is some like rubbing here on the bottom, and the inside, you know, needs cleaned, but I thought that was still a really good deal for $15, especially since I'm just going to use it for myself. I didn't really look through it to see if there's anything hiding in here, so I'll just check real quick. It's mainly just crumbs, but you can see the inside does need I need to go outside and like knock it around to get like the crumbs and stuff out, but I thought it was really pretty. So $15 for that. I got this at the same sale that I got the Crypt Keeper, and it's a vintage Walt Disney throw blanket. This is like the most gorgeous fabric ever. The colors are so vibrant, and it has so many different just pictures of all sorts of Disney characters. Like right here we have Cheshire Cat, there's Donald and Daisy and Bambi and Pluto, and just so many of them, and it has like a fringe kind of detailing. I didn't see a tag, so I'm not entirely sure what year it's from, but it's, you know, obviously vintage. And again, the man told me that it sells for a lot more online, and he also wanted $10 for this. So I was like, you know what, I didn't look this up yet, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be listing it for or what it might potentially fetch. But I thought $10 was still a good deal. This is not something you come across like every day type of thing, especially in this really nice condition. So I don't have this listed yet. I planned on listing it today, and it ended up raining because I want to take it outside to get a good picture of it so I can lay it out because it's pretty big. So that's why it's not listed yet. I have to wait now until the weather gets to be a little nicer. I should have did it yesterday because it was like 90 degrees yesterday, and today it's like down in the 60s again. So that will be listed, it's just not currently up. Next thing I got was this Ralph Lauren tablecloth. This was brand new in the packaging, originally from TJ Maxx for $24.99, and I paid $1 for it. I thought that was a great deal. I do plan on keeping this for myself. It will fit my dining room table, and I just really like the color of it. It's like a nice neutral color, and the print is really pretty as well. So that was an amazing find for $1, but I am keeping it. There is quite a few things in this haul that I am keeping. This next item where I got the tablecloth, I also found this rug mat. So you would put this in front of your, by the kitchen sink. It's got that really soft, squishy material. I don't even know exactly what that, kind of like memory foam, I guess you'd say. It's by Threshold. I'm not sure who that is. Is that Walmart or Target? I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it's in brand new condition, and my kitchen is kind of, this reddish color, so I thought this would be perfect. I was actually looking for one of these for a while. The one that I have down now I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's kind of like fall themed, and I really just wanted something that I could have out all year long type of thing. So I did pay $5 for this. So I thought that was a really good deal, and it was something that I was wanting. So gotta love when that happens. Another thing that I'm keeping are a pair of these Clark's boots. I think I'm keeping these. You may see them pop up. I'm not entirely sure. But these are really cute leather boots, and they have this like suede kind of fold over detailing. I just thought these were really cute, like perfect for fall type boots. They are a size 7.5, so they may actually be a little bit too big for me. I haven't tried them on yet, so if that's the case, then I will be listing them. But I figured if I'm going to be wearing them in the fall, I'll probably be wearing like thicker socks, so they might fit. Not entirely sure. We'll see. Anyway, I paid $5 for them, so regardless if I keep them or not, that's still a really good deal for a nice pair of leather Clark's boots. Next thing I got, and you also saw a video of this, was a lava lamp. I found this at the very first sale that I went to, and I was so excited. Eric and I, we tried to win one of these. I think it was a red one at an auction, and it just ended up going a little too high for us to resell. And then when I went to this yard sale, I found this for $1. I couldn't believe it. I absolutely couldn't believe it. So these lava lamps here, they're called the Wizard. They have the little moon and stars on the base, and it's filled with glitter, and you saw this if you watched the video. So when you turn it on, like all of that silver glitter just rolls around, and the light shines through the stars and moon. It's so pretty. So anyway, this guy here I paid $1 for, and I have it listed on auction with a starting price of $139.99. These can sell really high. The only other one that's currently listed in this color, they have listed for $200 some, so it's definitely cheaper than that one. And then they typically do sell in like the 130, 120, I'd say 128 to 130 range. So yeah, if it doesn't sell on auction, I will probably just relist it as a buy it now for the same price and just kind of wait for the right buyer to come along. But definitely vintage lava lamps can do really well, and I knew about this one, particularly the Wizard version, because I tried to win one at an auction. I remember I was at that yard sale, and I overheard the lady who was having the yard sale kind of joke around with another woman, I guess, that was buying something, and she made some sort of comment saying something like, you know, having a yard sale isn't necessarily like paying her bills or anything like that, like meaning you know, when you have a yard sale, you're not making like a ton of money. You're just kind of making a little bit and then, you know, clearing stuff out of your house. And I'm thinking, lady, if you only knew like that lava lamp could pay one of your bills. It just amazes me sometimes that people just don't know the worth of some of the things that they have. It's just kind of mind-blowing. Let's see, I got this, and this is a vintage Coleman Two-Mantel gas lantern. I don't know if it has a date on it. I know it's vintage. I don't know what date is on it. Anyway, I paid $5 for this. I don't have it currently listed because there is still fuel in it, and I want to get Eric to clean that out. What's really cool about this, though, not only obviously is it vintage, but it has like all of its paperwork and stuff in here. I'm still trying to look for a date to date this. And then like a little booklet here. Coleman Outdoor Accessories. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it looks like it's from the 90s. Like, I would guess somewhere in the 90s for this thing. And then this is what the actual lantern looks like. So, yeah, I gotta get Eric to clean the fuel out of it before I list it. So I'm not quite sure exactly how much I'm listing it for, or even like what it sells for, but I always heard that vintage camping supplies can do really well, especially vintage Coleman. So I gotta do some research on that and see, but I just need him to clean the fuel out of it. I found this little Funko Pop figure of Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. So I got her for myself. I don't plan on selling her, at least not now. She might, she might be worth a little something, but you know, I like to just hold on to some of these. I have a Cheshire Cat one, so I'm gonna sit her with him here in my beauty room. So she was $25. All right, and then the last major score of the day, I got this entire shoebox full of cassette tapes, and I'll go through these. If this is not something that interests you, that's probably what's going to be the rest of this video. But I will say, vintage cassettes, especially depending on the genre of music, can sell really well and really high. It's kind of insane, but they're definitely becoming popular again, where people want to buy back the cassettes that they owned, and you know, just listen to cassettes period, and that kind of thing. So I got this whole shoebox full. I think the man charged me about $10, I want to say. I can't remember exactly, but I know I can make way more than that back off of just one tape. So it's kind of crazy. One of the tapes, and these are all like great tapes, was a Sublime cassette tape. And this tape alone, someone currently has one listed for $50, but it sells between $50 and $90 just for this one cassette. So that's incredibly crazy, and there's a lot of good cassettes in here. It was like, a lot of it was stuff that, you know, Eric and I listened to when we were teenagers. So there was a Marilyn Manson one, and this still is in its original like cardboard sleeve and everything. So that one was a good one. There's a 311 one. I had that CD. There was Method Man. Got a Jay-Z. So some of them might not really be worth like a bunch, and I may lot up similar ones that might not be worth things, but I didn't actually go through all of them quite yet. I didn't list any yet, only because I don't have a cassette player. I have nothing in my house currently that plays cassettes, and I want to test all of these before I list them. just so I can put in the description that they were tested and work perfectly fine. So I'm gonna have to borrow a cassette player from my aunt. So none of these are currently listed yet, but they will be soon. There's so many things that like are going into account of like, why I haven't have stuff listed yet. This is another 311 cassette. I also had that one. We got Stone Temple Pilots. This one is a Bob Dylan. We got Silverchair. These are so dusty too. We got a Grateful Dead. This one is Rolling Stones. Limp Bizkit. Got another Grateful Dead. Some of them don't have tapes in, and I'm gonna have to make sure that it's the correct tapes that are in them as well. This one is another Rolling Stones. Everlast. This one is Violent Femmes. Nazareth. Steve Miller Band. Super Cat Dawn Data. I've never heard of that one before. This one's just Garth Brooks. I don't know if that's really worth anything. This one is from a movie called Cocktail. So like I said, I don't know if all of these are going to be worth a lot. This is a Led Zeppelin, Charlie Daniels Band. We got another Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix. This one is Old Dirty Bastard. The best of the 70s. Let's see. There's some loose ones laying in here, so I'll have to see if their case is in here as well. This one's another Grateful Dead. So there was two of that exact one. Candlebox. Ooh. I feel like I just showed this Jimi Hendrix as well. Same with this Grateful Dead. I feel like there's doubles, which kind of makes sense if it was like a couple who got together and like they had their cassettes, you know, each one had their cassettes. The same with Eric and I and our CDs. We have doubles of CDs. This one is from a movie called Singles. We got another Led Zeppelin, another Grateful Dead. This one is Bob Marley. Okay, let's see. We got Kiss. These are more hair bands. Def Leppard. Cinderella. Another Def Leppard. This one is Aerosmith. We got a Def Leppard. This looks like a single. Bon Jovi. Another Bon Jovi. Another Aerosmith. Okay, and then there are some like singles, but there's also some cases. So I have to go through and see if they're in here. This one is Cake. Yes. So this one here is Creed, and the case for it is in here. So that one is Creed. And I never liked Creed. This one's broken. Ah, oh, that sucks. This sucks. This one is Cypress Hill, but it's broken. Ah, oh, that hurts my heart, man. This one is Poison. We got a Seven Dust. I'm not sure. Oh, this is Maya. I couldn't read it. We got Juvenile. Tanya Tucker. This one is a Grateful Dead. And this is another Sublime. That's crazy. That one doesn't have a case though. And then I have a case for one, but I don't see the cassette in here. And same with this Busta Rhymes. It's the case, but no cassette. So I don't know if people would purchase just the case for stuff like that. That's something I'll have to look up. But that was just an amazing find. Typically, you know, when I come across cassette tapes, they're not anything good, not music like I used to listen to or anything like that. It's mainly like country music or just like Christmas tapes, you know what I'm saying? So to find all of these, oh, there was a Snoop Doggy Dogg as well, but no case. And then I don't know what this is. I'm curious if it has anything on it. Do you remember back in the day, like recording music off of the radio onto your cassette? So I'm curious to see if there's anything on that or not. But that is everything for this haul. I think that even though this haul isn't super big, I found a lot of great things with the potential for very high profit. So that's always amazing. And I think I said in one of my videos, I don't think it was posted yet, but just when you're outsourcing and you find just one item that is going to have the potential for at least $100 profit, that makes your entire day. So it's like, the very first yard sale I went to, I found that lava lamp. I was kind of thinking like, well, if I don't find anything else the rest of the day, I'll be perfectly fine, because that made it all worthwhile. Same thing happened when I found that Avon Advent calendar. So when stuff like that happens, it makes the whole day completely worth it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You'll have to let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.